Empower diverse voices and unleash collective potential. What works well? Es bueno. Creating an environment that doesn't just claim to value diverse voices, but actively champions them is where real leadership begins. It's not enough to check the box on inclusivity. You need to ensure that every person, no matter their background, personality type, or role, has a real chance to be heard. When we diversify thought and encourage everyone to speak up, we unlock innovation, creativity, and stronger decision making. That's where the magic happens. If we truly want to unleash the full potential of our teams, we must do more than pay lip service to inclusion. We must listen, act, and create spaces where every voice can thrive, free from fear and empowered to contribute. It's about fostering an environment where individuals know their unique perspectives are valued, not just tolerated. Real inclusion is about leadership that embraces the richness of diverse voices and creates a platform where they can flourish. Real world experience. I've seen firsthand how empowering diverse voices changes everything. Throughout my career, I have made it a point to intentionally include people from all walks of life and backgrounds in my decision making processes. One project stands out. We were faced with a tough challenge, and instead of relying on the usual suspects, the same voices, the same perspectives, I brought in people from across departments, different cultural backgrounds, and varied skill sets. The results were staggering. What could have been a stale discussion turned into an innovative, solution driven meeting. The diversity of thought gave us new insights we never would have seen otherwise. But this isn't just about inviting people into the room, it's about making sure they feel safe and empowered to speak. I'll admit, I have a natural tendency to ask a lot of questions and throw out ideas. But what I've learned over the years is that leadership isn't about dominating the conversation. It's about knowing when to step back. I consciously pull myself back to make room for others, especially those who might hesitate or feel overshadowed. It's not always easy, but it's necessary. Because when we let quieter voices step forward, they bring perspectives that often get lost in the noise. There was a moment when this lesson really hit home. We were in the middle of a heated roundtable discussion, and one of the quieter, diverse team members hadn't said much. I could see they had something on their mind. So I paused the conversation and asked them directly for their input. What they shared changed the entire direction of the project. It was a thoughtful, creative idea that none of us had considered, and it came from someone who often gets overshadowed by more dominant personalities. That experience reinforced my commitment to never let anyone's voice be drowned out. I know what it's like to be that person who isn't heard, being overlooked in meetings, especially because of my background or because I wasn't part of the dominant group, is a frustration I've lived through. I had valuable contributions, but they were ignored. That feeling lit a fire in me to make sure no one on my team ever feels silenced. I've seen what happens when we value and promote diverse viewpoints. Creativity soars, team dynamics strengthen, and we land on solutions that are richer, more innovative, and more inclusive. In many workplaces, people of color, women, and marginalized employees are left unheard, their ideas dismissed, and their potential stifled. I have witnessed colorism-shaped decisions about hiring, pay, and assignments. Talented people of color passed over, not for lack of skill or accomplishment, but because of socioeconomic status, the shade of their skin, or the texture of their hair. Watching this unfold was painful, but nothing could have prepared me for sitting at tables I was told to be grateful for, facing people managers, HR representatives, and others who assured me it was safe to speak. Yet every word I spoke was weaponized against me over and over across spaces and time. Empowering diverse voices is essential in unlocking a team's collective potential. Yet, when I raised concerns or shared feedback, I was dismissed, gaslit, or told the real issue was my speaking up in the first place. These experiences don't just challenge employees like me, they systematically silence voices that have so much to offer. What does not work so well? No bueno. I've been in environments where the same dominant personalities controlled every conversation. I had to work hard on this one myself. The louder voices would drown out quieter ones, and it created a space where innovation and creativity were stifled. In those moments, you feel the energy in the room shift. People stop offering ideas, and it becomes an echo chamber of the same old thinking. Groupthink sets in, and the team's ability to find well-rounded, effective solutions falls flat. Ignoring diverse perspectives leads to missed opportunities. It discourages people from speaking up and fosters a culture where only a few voices are truly heard. That kind of environment breeds stagnation and frustration. It's not just about letting people talk. It's about ensuring that everyone feels like their voice matters and their input is needed. Leaders who don't take the time to balance these dynamics risk missing out on the full potential of their teams. True leadership means stepping back when needed, making room for others, and creating an atmosphere where no one feels sidelined. By promoting inclusivity and elevating diverse perspectives, we not only empower individuals but also strengthen the entire team's ability to think creatively and solve problems. When every voice is heard, we unlock something powerful, the collective potential that can truly drive innovation and growth. Andra Day's song, Rise Up, embodies the spirit of this practice. It's an anthem of resilience and empowerment, speaking to the strength that comes from lifting each other up. Just like in the song, where rising up together makes the impossible seem possible, when we amplify the quieter voices and create space for every individual to contribute, we rise as a team. The lyrics, I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up unafraid, echo the message of this practice. When we empower diverse voices, we rise stronger, more united, and ready to face any challenge. Leadership isn't about standing alone. It's about rising together. This concludes Chapter 7. Please proceed to Chapter 8, Purposeful Leadership, Aligning Work with a Greater Mission.